The Braves are back in their first game after the All-Star break. They start the second half of the season 9.5 games behind the first-place Nationals. This team knows that they need to win now if they want to stay playoff contenders. Pickleballers everywhere are getting connected. They even have a new app. It shows you where the closest courts are and gives you directions to get there. All you have to do is click the red pin to bring you to your next court. I think they're going to have to stay really strong defensively like they were last week. Last week they scored 3 defensive touchdowns, and that really allowed them to dominate Arkansas. They also is a new starting quarterback for Tennessee this week. They're going to start redshirt freshman Jarek Guarantano instead of Quentin Dormady. And the thing about Guarantano is that he's a lot more mobile, so the Gamecocks are going to have to stop the run. That's going to be the main problem for them. I'm here at SEC Football Media Days, where the Georgia Bulldogs were the first team to take the stage today. The main topic of conversation was the surprising return of senior running backs Nick Chubb and Sony Michel. The Gamecocks lost by a final score of 24-10 here in Athens. Both Muschamp and his players agreed there was a consistent problem with stopping the run on third down. For Capital City Sports, I'm Kayla Pace. I'm here at Founders Park for a different kind of October baseball. Gamecock fall scrimmages are underway, and new head coach Mark Kingston is ready to make a name for himself here at USC. Well, let's start with the obvious. Deebo Samuel had a monster game for the opener. Started right off with a kickoff return, split the coverage, found the hole, and no one could catch him. And then of course his one-handed catch in the end zone.
Oh my gosh.
Bentley just hit it right in the right spot, and Deebo was there, and he was unstoppable. The South Carolina Gamecocks headed to Knoxville for a noon kickoff against the Tennessee Volunteers on Saturday, following their dominant win over Arkansas at home the week before. Defense was the name of the game for South Carolina in the first half. Tennessee started redshirt freshman quarterback Jarek Guarantano and didn't make his first game easy. They sacked Guarantano 7 times total and held Tennessee to field goals on all of their drives to the red zone in the first half. Halftime score was 9-3 Volunteers. South Carolina's offense came to life in the third quarter and made their way down the field when Bentley connected with Brian Edwards. Edwards had gone down with an injury but returned to the game, ending with 6 receptions for 63 yards. This set up a 20-yard touchdown run for sophomore running back A.J. Turner, who had a breakout game against the Vols. The Gamecocks would tie the game at 9 after fumbling the snap for the extra point. Tennessee would have the chance to answer, but another sack on Guarantano by Dante Sawyer would force them to kick to South Carolina with 4:25 left to play. The Gamecocks amped up their run game and drove back down the field, led by A.J. Turner. They wouldn't be able to make it to the end zone and kicked a field goal to put them up 15-9 with 1:13 left. Guarantano led the Vols back to the other end of the field and hit Marquez Callaway, first and goal with 9 seconds left. Tennessee would run 3 plays in those 9 seconds, all ending in incomplete passes. Final score, South Carolina 15, Tennessee 9. Travis Schlenk may be onto something here in Atlanta. The new Hawks GM chose Wake Forest John Collins with the 15th overall pick in the 2017 draft. After the Summer League season, Collins looks like a steal and a sleeper for Rookie of the Year. Collins has come a long way in a short time in the NBA. Today, he was named first team All-Summer League. He started in 5 games for the Hawks, averaging 15.4 points per game, and was not shy about his dunking abilities. Hopefully, he'll keep the highlights coming this season. Some of the top amateur golfers in the world are here today at the Dogwood Invitational. One of them, last year's winner, Charles Huntsinger. After a successful sophomore season at Penn State, Huntsinger returned to Atlanta to play on his home turf, with his family watching.
It's really good to have him home. I think he feels really comfortable here. It's not a stressful tournament for him.
Huntsinger admits he may have an advantage that comes from having his own cheering section.
Just having some kind of sound is, it can kind of turn things a little bit.
And his family members are enthusiastic supporters, to say the least. Mom even wore a matching outfit.
I did that on purpose, show my team spirit. I had on blue and I said, nope, gotta change clothes.
His grandparents made the trip all the way from Tampa, the same as they did last year when he took home the trophy.
Last year, he told his grandmother when she asked him if he was nervous about making the cut, he said, Grandma, I'm not worried about making the cut. I'm going to win this tournament.
The Huntsingers are hoping for a repeat. Charles finished day 1 2 strokes behind the leader. From Druid Hills Country Club, Kayla Pace, 11 Alive Sports. Football season is upon us, and some former Gamecocks have taken their talents to the NFL. One of them is New York Jets offensive lineman Brandon Shell.
I learned at Carolina just to stay focused, don't get down on yourself. Just stay focused and follow the course.
Staying focused has served him well. Shell was drafted to the Jets in the 5th round of the 2016 NFL Draft. 1 year later, he's battling for a starting spot at right tackle.
I think I improved a lot on my, just being more physical, my physicality, you know, because that'll take you a long way.
A lot has changed in Shell's year with the Jets. A disappointing season from the team in 2016 led to a revamping of the offense, a drastic switch to a West Coast style.
The West Coast offense, it's a lot of verbiage. You know, we got a lot more like different plays and different ways to run plays, but you know, I think I'm adjusted to it very well.
If adjusting to the pros wasn't hard enough, New York City is an entirely different world from his native Goose Creek.
Man, it's different from the South. The food's different. The weather is obviously different. And, you know, the vibe is different and the people is different.
But still, some things never change.
Jordan Jenkins, I played against him when he was at Georgia. Sharon Peake played at Clemson. Jordan Leggett played at Clemson. So, you know, we still talk a lot of trash in the locker room.
The Jets open their season September 10th against the Bills in Buffalo.
From Atlantic Health Jets Training Center, Kayla Pace, Capital City Sports.
For many USC students, this week is the most stressful of the year. The library is full to capacity 24 hours a day, with classmates trying to help each other, cramming for final exams and finishing major projects. It's a mountain of work. On the other side of campus, some students are taking a different route to finish strong. Senior Lauren Norell climbed the rock wall at De-Stress for Success, held at Strom Thurmond Wellness and Fitness Center.
I try to avoid the library because it can kind of like feed off the stress of other people. So basically just like exercise like once a day and also just like kind of take a step back, take some study breaks.
Hosted by Campus Recreation, the biannual Finals Week event is one of many on campus meant to help students shake off the stress. Students can take a break from buckling down and make their way up the wall, creating a release of endorphins that improve morale. Here at the new Center for Health and Well-Being, the staff works all year to create programs to help students manage stress, but Finals Week is always a priority. April Scott is Associate Director of Mental Health Initiatives at USC. She works with college students to help them through this time of struggle.
I feel like you can feel it in the air, and even you can see it in the students' faces.
Scott stresses that engaging in activities that get your adrenaline going and keeping yourself busy prevents students from overthinking their exams.
I think it's very easy to get caught up in the hustle and bustle of your academic responsibilities that you do forget to have fun.
If you ask Lauren Norell, taking some time to care for yourself might just help you climb to the top of the class. Kayla Pace, Carolina Insider.